crafty friends. It's Kim Kesty here in the studio along with
Josie Cirencioni.
And we are here for the July Club reveal.
Exciting.
So excited. So I've got my summer linen on, and Josie is sporting her
My summer
coastal stripes.
My Ralph Lauren.
But guess what?
Classic spring summer.
July Clubs is not about summer.
No, it's not.
Even though we're dressed for July, it is all about Christmas in July.
It is.
So exciting. Tell us the name of the club.
It is called Cue the Merry.
Cue the Merry. And we are, of course, talking about the All Clubs Crate. That's what we're going to reveal to you today. This is going to share all of the clubs, start to finish, small die all the way up to exclusive dies. And as always, you can subscribe to any of these clubs individually, but we are going to show you the All Clubs Crate.
Should we jump in?
Let's jump in. Let's do it.
Okay, I kind of mixed it up today. So
maybe it'll cool us off.
Yeah. But you know what? It's only, I think, 101. So it's kind of our summer winter right now. That's very winter for us.
I like your optimism.
In the summer. Well, you got to take it when you can get it. And I get, every Christmas we're like, okay, what are we going to do for this Christmas? Because we do so much Christmas.
Right.
And you know what? We came up with something really different.
Somehow the little brain keeps working. Yeah. I mean, the big brain.
It's kind of small, but I'm good. So I'm going to start off with Better Press this time.
Ooh, fun.
Yes. And it is called Festive Forest. And remember, this is press and foil, actually, not just Better Press.
Yeah.
And it has
that big old plate.
3 sentiments. A one and done sentiment plate, and it is just kind of this great kind of illustrated look of pine needles, and it has like these little snow, these little
dotty dot flakes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah, so here it is 2 different ways. Here it
Josie
is
said.
Foiled, and this is on a beautiful inked background. It's kind of hard to tell here, but you can tell that the outside is inked a little bit darker.
Yeah.
And then here it is in just the classic black and white.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Like Josie said, full plate, 3 sentiments, and the little matching dies. This is kind of a one and done. You press your sentiment once, you die cut it all out, and then 3 little cuties pop out. And yeah, gorgeous. I don't know which do you like better, the foiled or the inked? Ooh.
I think it depends. Like, I don't feel like he would look good on the foiled, but he looks fantastic on the inked. So again, it just depends on what you're doing. I have another one where we have die cuts on the foiled, and it looks stunning.
So
yeah, again, it just depends on what you're doing. The best part is you have the option to do it
Perfect.
Foiled or do it glimmered.
And before you pop this little cutie in, I think this has a foil this month, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or do we have it in here?
You know
No?
what? I don't have it in the box.
But it's silver.
Yes.
Guess what? You do get a roll of silver foil. So awesome.
I don't know.
Just wanted to say that because a lot of times it'll come with something special, a foil or a stencil or something that matches. So it is a foil this month. Yay.
I apologize for that. Okay.
That's good.
The next is the stitch die, and this is called Sweater Weather Friend.
Ooh.
And he's this little deer with the lights up in his antler, and they're stitching on his scarf and on his sweater.
Yeah, you can see right here that's so cute.
And you can also do this, which I'm going to show you later, not stitched.
Ooh,
and somebody used the 2D folder to create the sweater and the scarf, and it looks so cute.
Okay, so we've got these outline dies. Just want to point that out. So if you want to just cut the scarf, even without the holes in it, you can do the holes and not stitch, but you can also cut, as you can see, these little outlines without any of the stitching pieces. So kind of fun, really flexible.
And I'll show that.
Love that. Okay. Cool.
Next we have the small die, and you guys know how much I love penguins.
She's on a penguin kick lately.
I am in love with penguins. Like I said last time, if you want to smile, all you have to do is look at a penguin. And this is called Snow Much Fun. And yeah, we do have we have penguins in our line, but we don't have a skiing penguin or a sledding penguin.
Or a sliding penguin. Look at him. He's
so cute. So you get the 2 penguins, you get the slope, so you can do opposite slopes.
Oh, nice.
And you get a sentiment that says "Let it snow."
Oh, that's
and you
so
get the
cute.
back for the sentiment.
This is really just a one and done. I mean, if you just got small die of the month, which we know we have lots of subscribers, you just get the small die of the month. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and also
but this you'd have everything you need. Yeah. So cute.
That.
I feel like he's like a beginner skier. Is he kind of like Bunny Hill?
Yes, of course. He's Penguin Hill.
Penguin Hill.
All right, next we have the large die, and this is called Merry Shuffle. And we've never done an elf for club, and look how cute he is. So you get the Santa, and their little legs dance. This one, they're stationary, so I can't show you that, but they do move around.
Cool, you have that option.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you can see that kind of, you'll always see this little hint where it has a hole right there, and you can put a little foam square or foam circle. And that allows the legs to move. That's really cute. This was the sneak peek, actually.
Yeah,
Yep, the large
it was.
die.
And
A lot of you guessed it.
You did. And you also get this tree.
Yes.
It's layered, and then you get the lights that go on the tree. So again, the lights, the Santa and the elf for the large die, and I just think they're so cute. And it's a little bit different style than our regular Santas. It's a little bit more of an illustrator feel to it.
Yeah.
I just think he's fun.
He's so
I love
cute.
him.
Sweet little face.
And then next
The large die.
the stencil of the month.
I love this one.
I do too. So there's a couple different ways that you can use this. If you just want to use just the circles with some of these little design elements in the back, you can do that without adding this last layer that has more of a Christmas theme to it. So you could make this a little bit more evergreen.
Sure.
And you could either do the last layer with glitter paste, with just regular paste. What are some of the other paste?
So cool.
Like the gold and just...
Yeah. Any kind of like Simon Hurley paste or anything fun. Yeah, so 5 layers. So what you're saying is you could do the first 4. Oh, here it kind of shows a little bit like glittery right there.
At the very end, yeah.
You'll see that on your packaging. So all 5 layers, holiday, 4 layers, maybe more generic.
Yeah.
Nice. It's really cute.
And here it's done with just white ink at the very end.
That's just so cute. Love that color palette too.
All right, next we have the stamp and die. And here we have our little friends again.
Oh, yeah, that was the sneak peek card. I love it.
And this is called Cue the Merry, which is the name of the whole collection. And you get 16 clear stamps and 16 dies. And again, the stamps support the set, and then you do get 3 little snowflakes.
Oh, yeah, I love those for little additional decoration. Cool, and look at all those matching dies. That's awesome. From the Jolliest Duo. Aww.
Next we have the Cutie folder, and this is called Snuggly Knit. And as promised, here's the stitch die using the folder.
Oh,
isn't that a great idea?
Kind of tilt it so we can get that little shadow.
Again, you don't have to stitch them. You can use folders. You can use pattern paper. You can decorate it with
cute. Even his little sweater is done with the folder.
Yeah.
Cute.
So that's what's
really
great
textured.
about the stitch dies. You don't have to stitch them the way that we design them.
Right. So cute either way. So sorry, that was called Snuggly Knit. Okay, got it.
And then next we have the 3D folder. And this one is called Festive Greetings. And this is also different for us. We've really never done anything for club where it's a background just of words.
That's so fun.
And look how cool it is. Like this one, I obviously embossed, but then I just added a little bit of white ink, and you can see how the sentiments pop. And it's kind of like this nice cursive hand written font.
Yeah, kind of hand drawn.
It's just regular font, not cursive, but it's a little bit distressed.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And adding just that white, you can just really see how those words pop.
I just noticed his legs move. Oh, both of them do.
Yeah.
There you can see
it's
how
hard to do it flat. You really have to hold it up and make him shake. But yeah, you can see him move there.
Cute. Oh, that's a great folder. That's gorgeous. And I think we saw a sneak peek. I'll cover it up. No.
I don't know. I was going to show you. Oh, I'm sorry.
You got another stencil card or what?
No, I have. Ooh. I do have a stencil card. But next, we're going to jump into the crate exclusives.
Okay, let's talk about the exclusives. So these only come when you get the All Clubs crate. And I want to give you guys a little heads up. Most of you know we sold out last month. Doesn't mean there's not going to be any available this month, but if you are looking at that subscription and you maybe want to move around or jump into the All Clubs crate, I kind of do it sooner than later. Like I would check it out within those first few days.
Yeah.
Because we're not sure if it will sell out again. We're kind of thinking it might, but
we
really have no way of knowing until it gets into that subscription window. So.
And if you already are a Club Crate member, if you want to know that you're going to continue to get the crate, you don't want to switch out or skip a month.
Right, right. It's best to hang tight there if you like getting your All Clubs crate for sure.
All right, so the exclusive. So we have an exclusive, a bonus, and then the cardstock. Let's start with the cardstock. Okay. So again, it's 10 sheets, and it's called the Creative Spark Pack, and we name it Cue the Merry after the collection. And then I just go through and I pick out papers.
Ooh, it looks so festive already.
We used to make the cards.
So good.
Yeah, so here we go. And again, this is a great way to get you guys started. It kind of gives you a taste of the paper. If you don't already have our paper, it's 100 pound solid core die cuts beautifully.
So gorgeous. And embosses beautifully.
Inks
just
beautifully,
all
all
the
of
things.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Great color palette.
And then you get what we call the exclusive die that's only available on the crate, and this is called Candy Cane Swing. So,
That is so
I
cute.
know. I think this is so cute. So the reason I held this back is you get this little penguin in here.
Ah,
as part of the
so it's like a
set.
doubling up. Love it.
So all these little characters, they sit on this candy cane, and the candy cane, again, it's hard to do it sideways, but or laying
Should we do
flat.
the front camera really quick?
Yeah.
I'll see if it works. It might not even work. Let's see.
Yeah, you can see. There you go.
Can you see it swing? Okay, back to down camera. Look, he's going crazy.
And I've never done a snowman with a Christmas hat.
Look
Like
at
Christmas tree hat.
that.
It's
Oh my
so
gosh.
cute. And then, you were asking, do I like it, the background of the press and foil
That's right.
glimmered or pressed? Like this to me needed a little bit of shine
A
to
little
it.
bit of bling.
Yeah, so I used the background glimmered.
Okay, so obviously the penguin could sit on the swing
Yep.
or the snowman.
Yep.
Or you can use it by itself without the candy cane. That's so cute.
And then the bonus this month is this little
Dun, dun, dun.
teddy bear
Oh,
that also fits on the little candy cane.
cute.
So there's a lot, just in these two sets, there's a lot of different things that you can do.
So much versatility. Oh, for sure. So, so cute. So again, crate exclusive, crate kind of bonus item. I always try to give you an extra little, again, often coordinating. As you can see, Josie kind of makes them all work together. So cute. And then the cardstock only comes in the crate also.
And this is something that I
So
usually
fun.
design last because I just don't know
Yeah.
what we want to do to kind of finish out the whole crate.
Right. Well, you knocked it out of the park again, Josie.
Thank
Yay.
you. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for joining us for the July Club Reveal. Again, Cue the Merry is the name of the All Clubs crate. But don't forget, you can get any of these subscriptions individually, as many as you want. You can get 5 different ones if you want, or just 1 or 2, or,
Yep, or
whatever the situation is.
Or all of it.
We know Christmas in July is kind of a fun thing for us in Arizona. We like to cozy up, stay in the air conditioning, and start on our Christmas
And
projects.
it's exciting.
so.
It kind of kicks off our July, August, and September. Like, we're really well known for our Christmas. And so it's kind of a kickoff for Christmas for Spellbinders for the next few months. So we're really excited about Christmas this season.
Yay! So fun. So again, thanks so much for joining. Happy crafting with your July clubs, and we'll for sure see you next time.
Bye.